In the past 9 months, I've had to make a number of decisions that had a 9-figure ramification on my personal net worth. And what I want to walk you through is the actual decision-making framework or process that I use to create that. My name is Alexs Hlmozy. I own Acquisition.com. It's a portfolio of companies that does about $85 million a year, and I have nothing to sell you. The most important things that we have in our lives are our decisions, right? And one of the sayings that I live by is that we're one decision away from changing our life forever, right? You're one decision away from drinking and getting killed in a car accident. You're one decision away from, cheating on your spouse and destroying your marriage. You're one terrible comment away from destroying your child, right? And you're also one decision away from destroying your business if you so chose. So, mind you, as a quick caveat to this is not how you need to make all the decisions in your life. I would say that you should find and use this process for the most important decisions you make in your life. Who are you going to marry? Where are you going to live? What are you going to work on? Those are big, irreversible decisions. This is how I have learned to help mitigate or decrease the emotional impact so that I can at least be as rational as I can possibly be and operate from the stance that will benefit myself in the highest degree in the long run. So here's what it is. Number one is that I make sure that I am well rested when I make the decision. So if I didn't have a really good night's sleep, everybody knows there's normal sleep, there's bad sleep, there's decent sleep, but I'm talking you wake up like a newborn child. I recognize those days. I slept like a cherub last night. If you've got so many big decisions, I'm let's make them now because I feel completely clear. All right. So number one, very, very good sleep. Number two, and this may sound obvious, but people don't do this. All right. Number two is to be well fed. All right. When we are well fed, our serotonin levels, our dopamine levels, etc., all get elevated in our body. All right, you feel better after you eat. And here's a fun one for you. Your body interprets stress, both physical and emotional, the same way. It's a cortisol response. When you eat more, are more stress tolerant. So I'm not saying you do this all the time, but if you're going to make a big decision, you want to make sure that you are well fed and well rested. All right, and what we're doing here is we're trying to decrease the anxieties and the stressors and the noise that normally will confound the decision-making process because they'll start triggering emotions that will then force you to start finding and nitpicking different data points to then make a supposedly rational decision that is wrong. And the third piece of the environment that I try and create is if I can, I try and get space away from the day-to-day activities that I have. Literally just removing yourself from the normal space where you operate. And because those spaces have anchors in your mind that you have made decisions in the past, you have emotional occurrences that have happened in the room or at the desk that you work at. And so you have these anchorings that are around you and you want to remove yourself from those things so that you can have as few outside influences on the decision as you possibly can. Now, here's the trick. Is that once you create this environment, right? You want to make the decision from a place of needing nothing. And so the definition of abundance is having everything you need, which the corollary, the reverse of that, is to need nothing else, is to have enough. And so when you have enough, you will not need this decision to get you anything at all. And so the key to make as rational of a decision as you possibly can is to not care about the outcome either way and to realize that you already have everything you need or want. And so if you have everything you want and you're well rested and you're well fed and you're surrounded by the people that you love and you realize the things that are important in life, all of a sudden it will help you appropriately weigh the decision that you are trying to make. But these are the 4 steps. Number 1, rest. Number 2, eat. Number 3, separate. Number 4, operate from a place of needing nothing. And when we make more rational decisions, we live a much easier life.